Hello. Oh, I don't know whether I'm live. Oh, things are clicking into space. Oh, black screen. Hello. Good morning. It's Saturday. Yes, I know it's Saturday because my friend Nicola Willers put on her Facebook page it's Saturday. So thank goodness I have Nicola who keeps me posted about what day it is. How are we all today? How are we all today? Doing well? I've got a bit of blue sky out there, a bit of clouds. I haven't actually opened my window yet this morning. So it's smelling of yesterday. But yesterday smelt fine. So how are you doing? Actually, I'm on a high today because last night my amazing Stacey, fiance not girlfriend, soon to be daughter-in-law from heaven, name title getting longer, organised a family quiz. Well, it was a parents' quiz, really, and I felt really sorry because Henry and Stacey really struggled because they created all these questions, but it was aimed more for me, Stacey's mum, and Henry's dad and wife. But I tell you what, Karen, bless her cotton socks, Stacey, the fiance girlfriend, soon to be daughter-in-law from heaven, her mum, beautiful mum, did really well because she was on a team on her own. Yes, you are, Stacey. Good morning. And we had really good. And do you know what? I really needed that. It really lifted my spirits having a night of entertainment. And I mean, we were all given a task. Thanks, Stacey. Well, we had to create 10 questions on a topic. Unfortunately, I chose the topic capital cities. Except, I don't know where my piece of paper got. Except my I went a bit off the board. I can't even find my pieces of paper. Here we are. So I might just throw this out there because everyone complained. No one got a single one right. So I told them all they could have 2 points. And it was like what is the capital city or what's it famous for? And everyone was thinking she's going to say what's the capital city of England? So they're all going to go London, or what's the capital city of France? And they're going to go Paris. And I thought, no, that's too easy. So then they thought, oh, she's going to do what's the capital city of Iran and Iraq? Do a little bit more difficult. No, I didn't do that. I did. What is the capital city that's famous for certain things? Okay, I will give you some examples. And then you'll suddenly realise why no one got a single point. Oh, actually, I think Karen got 1 point because I gave a point for the country and one for the name of the city. So an example is what is the capital city for accordions? Called and the answer to that is Castelfiorando in Italy. You see, you've got a point for Italy and a point for Castelfiorando. So, in another example, what is the capital city for underwear? Gurano in China. So, oh yes, Stacey. Oh yes, you did because you got a country right. So, as you can see, it was a little bit sneaky. And I was like, what is the capital place of bathtub racing? I mean, our general knowledge increased tremendously last night, and the answer is Nanaimo in Canada. You spell it Nanaimo, Nanaimo in Canada. So if you want to do bathtub racing, you go to Canada. So, so you get the idea, okay? So it's not like what's the capital city of Iraq or what's the capital city of China. It's the capital city. It took me ages to explain to them what the question was. I don't know why I bothered. So I've been told off. I think they're going to give me another subject, and I'm not to go off the piste. So the first one, Because the theme last night seemed to be cats, because nearly every set of questions had a cat question in it. It was just coincidence. So it was my first question was, what is the world capital of cats? And I go, what? You know, where in the world is there more cats than anything else? I mean, oh, apparently I'm now banned from capital cities. I'm not allowed to do that topic anymore. The answer to that is Tirana in Romania. So, and next one I put, like, what's the capital city of, well, what's the world capital of heavy metal? Now, I felt sure my son would get this because we've been down to download about two times, three times, and he's been about 3 or 4 times to download, Rock On, RZ, Black Velvet Brides, and yeah, good. Yeah, it's not going to happen this year, but never mind. So I felt sure Henry would get this one right. The answer is Helsinki in Finland, because per 100,000 population in Helsinki, there's 54 metal bands. They've got nothing else to do, stay in Helsinki. And then the world capital lightning, and the answer to that is Catalumbo in Venezuela. You can. Then I asked them about capital of jeans, and then where the capital of things. Then I thought, well, and they were getting really annoyed and really fed because no one got any points, So I thought, right, they're bound to get this one. And so I said, what's the world capital of miracles? I mean, I thought this was really obvious, this one. Especially as Henry's dad, Jonathan, is a bell ringer. And I thought, this is a religious question. Well, my form of. And of course, the answer is Lourdes in France. And no one got that one either. So, exit this. So, we're now going to do it on a Sunday. So, we did it yesterday, but we're changing it to a Sunday night. It's a regular family thing because it went out really well. And I sat there with my vodka and Coke, eating popcorn. I had a great time, really great time. So, goodness knows what subject that they had. My daughter chose Disney, of course. Actually, what I think I might do Disney villains, and then I go, who's the Disney villain in 101 Dalmatian? Well, that's Cruella de Vil. So that might be a little bit easier. But Karen, Stacey's mum, I don't think she's as heavy into Disney as we are. So she may struggle, but it'd be obvious, So I think that's what I'll do. Which villain Disney? But then I'm going to pick a few obscure Disney films. I don't want it easy for everyone. Okay, mug for the day. Right. I went to Tesco's yesterday. And I bought 4 new mugs. Now, this is meant to be a mug of dog pictures, but half of them look like cats to me. So this is this morning's cup, dogs. It's a really big mug. I like the size of this. Yeah, thank goodness Anna did the Disney questions. God, that's a good cup of tea. Good cup of tea, and it's a good size. This is what I call a mug of tea. This is a mug of tea. I think I'm sitting a bit too close. And I will apologise because yet again, the camera's on a constant loop. So if I'm coming and going, I need help. I need help all round. I'm at lost cause. Cheers. Right. Snack of the day. Right, this is my thinking, okay? Because corn is like a vegetable, isn't it? Corn on the cob. Yeah. It has sweet corn. It's a vegetable. Pop Corn. Yay! See? Vegetable. Corn. So this is my snack of the day. And it's sweet popcorn. I should have gone for the salty one, but I've gone for sweet popcorn. My favourite though is the toffee one, butter kissed. Other popcorn makes available, but they were rather expensive in Tesco's. Yeah, I know. I went to Tesco, very expensive. I spent an absolute fortune compared to when you go to Lidl. You spend £30 and your trolley is absolutely full. Go to Tesco and you get a very small trolley, and it's like twice the price and half the stuff. But I went there because I wanted the mugs, and I needed for the quiz night. It helps. It helps, the vodka. So yeah, so we were there eating popcorn because I got 2 bags. Well, it's a vegetable. It's corn. It's like carrot cake. It's good food. It's got carrot in. Oh, and today's Jim Jams is Bon Oui, and it's Minnie Mouse. Oh, I don't want to show too much, otherwise I'll be showing my boobies off. But this is my... Yes, I don't think you lot have seen this one because usually I've got a long sleeve t-shirts, Jim Jams on. But yeah, and oh look, I've got... I don't know if you can see Minnie Mouse on my... Yeah. So these are my Jim Jams today. But I am actually, because I want to do some business work today, I've decided after I've done my live, I'm actually going to, shock horror, shower and get dressed, and then I'm in the right frame of mind. Hang on, Specsavers are just sending me a message. Okay, now, continuation. I'm just going to cough. It's not COVID, it's not virus. It's just I haven't had enough tea to moisturise my vocal cords. Okay, so now, yesterday I told the story of our endeavourous trip to America, myself with the 2 kids. And arriving in America and discovering we hadn't got anywhere to stay for the night. But it worked out. We found a hotel, but that's another story. So we get up the next morning and decide, right, we're going to go and see Disney. And, go to Disney Park. And we actually wanted to go to the Magic Kingdom. Yeah. You can't really miss it. You just follow the signs for Disney. Well, in theory, you cannot miss it. But this is Julie, who thought of a whim. Let's go to America, just like that. Can't miss Disney. Yeah. Okay, so we get into the hire car, which I've now sort of figured out how to work. And figured out what side of the road to drive on. So we're tooting along, and we were actually landed up in Kissimmee, I think, and we were in sort of the dead end of Kissimmee. That's another story. So we made our way. So we asked the guy on reception, where's Disney? And he went, go straight down that road in this American accent. I can't do American accents. And then you get down, you hack it down there, turn right, and then it's all okay, easy peasy. No. Well, we get there eventually. But as you're driving along into the Disney acreage, you go down this massive big, well, of course, everything's big in America, isn't it? It's like 6 lanes going one way and 6 lanes coming back. And there's this massive arch that says something like, welcome to Disneyland or Disney World or whatever it is. And of course, it's really exciting. I'm like, oh my God, look at this. Oh my God, we're here. And as you're driving down, now, in America, I still haven't quite sussed it. With us, you have a signpost that sort of says, turn right for Northampton. And then There's the sign for North, and then there's the road for Northampton. Also, like our traffic lights is you've got the crossroads and you've got the traffic lights in the crossroads. But in America, you're driving along and there's a little road and then there's the sort of the sign, and so it's like, oh, you sort of, and also with the traffic lights, they've got these crossing, but the lights to stop isn't actually on the edge of the road; it's sort of over the crossing. And a number of times I sort of suddenly realised I stopped in the middle of a crossroads. And the other thing is you can turn right on a red. And I still to this day, I still haven't discovered when you can turn right on a red yet. Don't even go there. So what I used to do, I used to hope and pray that I wasn't the first person at the traffic lights. I always think, please let someone else be in front of me. Please let someone. And then if they're in front of me, if they went on a red light, turned right on a red light, if they went, no, go, yeah, I can do it here. If they didn't, then I know I couldn't. And then it was right with the traffic lights. Because I always used to say the other thing is in America, because there's some kamikaze drivers up there, that even though the lights go green, in this our country, it goes amber, red, amber, green. Okay, and people, as soon as the light goes red, so it goes from red to green, you're off in this country. You don't hang around. And if you wait 0.12 of a second, the guy behind is tooting you. Do not do that in America. Because even though your lights have gone green, people going are still going on their red because they don't give a F. So it's always said, I know our lights are green. It's no point tooting because you ain't going because people are still crossing. And then you've got these people turning right on reds, and it's like, oh, and they don't do roundabouts. They don't understand roundabouts in America either. So there's me trying to be the confident Julie with these two kids. No idea where I'm going. No sat navs in those days. I know, we're just Disney. So we decided, well, Mother decided, we wanted to go to the Magic Kingdom, the one with the castle and not Animal Kingdom or anything, but we wanted to meet all the princesses for Anna and Captain Hook for Henry and yeah. So we wanted to do the Magic Kingdom. Well, of course I didn't, and also you would have thought, you've got this big main road, like 6 lanes. Then you would have thought, the sign to Disney would be a big, massive road, 20 lanes long, big sign, welcome to the Magic Kingdom. But no, you get a tiny little single track, which you pass because then you go, oh, that was said Disney. So we're driving along and I'm going, well, I can't find the sign to Disney Magic Kingdom. And we suddenly come to these big gates. And it was to the Animal Kingdom. And I thought, no, we don't want the Animal Kingdom. So I pulled up to the guy. Hello, I'm from England. Yeah, I spot the accent. And I went, no offence. This is the Animal Kingdom. We don't want the Animal Kingdom. We want the Magic Kingdom. But couldn't find it. So, well, ma'am, you're in the wrong place, ma'am. I go, quite clearly I'm in the wrong place here. And Anna's going, this isn't the castle. And Henry's going, and, well, ma'am, you're in the wrong place. And I went, oh. So I said, yeah, but we don't want to see the animals. They want to see the castle. Yes, ma'am. So I said, I'm sorry, but we don't want to go in. Well, you have to pay to go in. And I went, I'm not going to pay $8 just to go in, turn around. And so I think he took pity on me. So he says, all right, madam, go through. He says, I said, honestly, we're not going in. We just want to turn round. And I hadn't figured out how to put the car in reverse yet. So I had to go. So he said, right, what do you do, ma'am? Ma'am, go down there. Well, that way round because it's on the other side of the road. And go down there. And he says, you go down about 2 miles. And then he said, it's there. Okay, so he gave me directions. So we're going along. Oh, yeah, so it is. Now, when you go to so Disneyland, Everything in America is very, very big, and all our cars are white. Okay, and you go into this, and you get parked up, and then very quickly go boom, boom. It's really efficient. It's really, really, really efficient. But when you park your car, there's a number of things you have to remember. Number one, your car number plate and everything else. Very important. Take a photograph of the car. And then you think, I know, I'm going to remember where it is. It's parked with all the other white cars under. So what you do, each car park is like a serious. I'm not joking. I'm being deadly serious. If you ask Henry and Anna, they'll tell you each car park is about the size of a football pitch, and each car park, like in where we were in Magic Kingdom, it was like you're in the Mickey Mouse bit, Donald Duck, Goofy, Pluto. So you have to, number one, remember your car. So take a photo of your car and have something sticking on it like a Union flag, so you can spot your car in this, because there's thousands of cars. Okay. Then you've got to remember which car park you're in. You know, are you in Mickey Mouse? Are you in Donald Duck? And then you have to remember which row you're in, A, B, C, D, E, X, Z. And then you have to remember which parking space. So you could be in Mickey Mouse, row X, parking space 1002. It's really big. They're really, really big. So you make a note. So what we would take a photograph. Quickly, I know. So the number of times you go through your holiday. Why have you got pictures in when you go to Universal Studios? Why have you got pictures of a car park? You know, it says Jaws 1. And I said, well, it's the only way you can find your car. We did lose the car a couple of times. Well, we did. Well, I did. And because the car park's so big, they have these little, I don't know, there's like elongated golfing carts. And you go, and they go, now don't forget you are parked in Mickey Mouse Area D. Okay. No, don't forget it's Mickey Mouse Area D, coach on. You must remember, write it down. Okay. So we go on this track, and it takes you up to the, well, what you think is the entrance. And so we get up to the entrance to Disneyland, and then it's like, well, we need to get some tickets. We'll get a 3-day pass. Oh my God, it's expensive. Good job I had the credit card. So we get it into well, the thing is, I was a little bit stressed, a little bit, because number one, I've gone to the wrong part. Number two, we parked our car and I couldn't remember. And I thought, oh, sod it, we'll worry about it tonight. You know, when we come out at 10 o'clock tonight, it'll be the only car left in the car park. Well, you know, usually you come out at 10 o'clock at night and the only cars left in the car park, there are about 100 different people, normally British, going, we parked our car somewhere, we can't remember. And they're driving you around. It's mainly British because I can't remember what that white car looked like. And it was like, and what you do, you walk around with your car boot and you go, did it. Oh, that must be our car. It's opened. And it gets very hot. We left a whole load of Coke and stuff in the boot. Not a wise thing to do. Not a wise thing to do. Leaving drinks and stuff. Good job it wasn't ice cream or chocolate. It melts. Okay, so I'm a little bit stressed because we've gone to the wrong theme park, and I've had this little chat. So we don't want to come in, we want the Magic Kingdom. Get to the car park, find out, right, I've got to write down where we want the car, right? And all the time I've got to be the confident mum. I know exactly what I'm doing. And I go, we're going to, and I'm going, oh, we're going to see Mickey Mouse and Tigger. And he's going, teenager. Be at home on my Game Boy. And I go, going to see the princesses. Yeah. So we get in, buy our tickets, walk in. Oh my gosh. Just to see Anna's face. I mean, she was about 6 at the time. Was just so magical. And all I can say is you can look at Disney in two ways. You can either look at it like, oh, there's a whole load of people dressed up in costumes and, it's all for. Otherwise, the other way is just go, I'm in Disney and this is Mickey Mouse. And this is, and you've just got to lose your adult and get in touch with your child. That's all I can say is if you really want the best, it's no good if you're boring farts and going, get up for here and there. So what you got to do is when you see Mickey Mouse, you go, oh my goodness, Mickey Mouse! Okay, you do not think, oh God, it's just someone dressed up and this is so fake. If you're going to do that, don't go to Disney. Okay, so you have to throw yourself wholeheartedly into the magic. Okay, that is the art to Disney. You've got to throw yourself into the magic, and if you're not willing to do that, and also even if you're out and yeah, I'm an adult. I love Disney as an adult, but it's lovely seeing the kids because to them it is magic, and their faces and how they interact. I got so much pleasure and so much joy, and I did say to Henry, I said, don't spoil it for Anna, and he actually admitted that it was nice watching Anna's reaction. So we were, and in the end, even he was going, oh, it's Captain Hook, take a photo. Oh, it's Peter Pan, take a photo. So even Henry, bless him, got into it. Yeah. But there we go. So we walk into the main Disney. You got the promenade and you got the castle down the end. Now, we hadn't had breakfast because we don't eat breakfast. I'd been a bit stressed because we'd gone to the wrong park. Bit stressed about parking the car and worry about how to find it. Then getting in, but deciding what ticket and to try and make sure I bought the right ticket for the right thing and blah, blah, blah. I was feeling a little bit stressed. And it was about 12 o'clock lunchtime, middle of the day, rather hot. So, and I was beginning to feel a little bit weird. I think it was lack of sugar and food and the stress of it all and the stress of the flight yesterday and trying to find somewhere to stay. It just suddenly. So we're walking along and we come down to the front where the castle is and we decide where should we go? Oh, we'll go off to the right. And there's Tweedledum and Tweedledee there. So I said to Anna, oh, it's Tweedledum and Tweedledee. They're from Alice in Wonderland, in case you don't know. See, Disney freak, I do know most of my characters. Henry goes, bored, hot and bothered. I don't want to meet them. I said, okay, well, you go and sit over there in the shade and I will queue up with Anna to meet Tweedledum and Tweedledee. Fine, he says. So I could actually see Henry, okay, so because I thought, so I made sure I could actually see him, and yeah, he wasn't that far away, but I could definitely see him, and he could see me, and we kept waving because I was thinking we're in a theme park. We've now just said he'd be fine. He's a teenager, And I said, whatever happens, don't leave the park, So I'm standing there. And it's really hot. Okay, I am in shorts and t-shirt, I believe, and we're standing there. And there's this lovely Chinese American family in front of us queuing up. Or was it behind her? But there was a family in front of us. And I suddenly thought, I feel really weird. And I suddenly had the feeling, I'm going to faint. So, and I'm thinking, this is not good. This is not good. It just suddenly got overwhelmed. It was so hot. And I was so stressed and hadn't had anything to eat or drink. And I think it just got overwhelmed for me. So the family in front move off. So I'm just about to shove Anna in and I'm just about to take a photo of her. And next thing I know, I'm on the floor. I'd passed out. And it was like, what? Well, I don't know whether Henry had spotted it. Well, I think he was probably in this point. And he's just thinking, oh, Mum, go there. And Anna, because she stepped forward to meet Tweedledum and Tweedledee, hadn't realised that I'd fainted. And so next thing I knew was the are you all right? Are you all right? And I'm going, I need a photograph. So this Chinese American family, the guy grabbed my camera and it was the best photo of all the photos. And he went, took a picture of that. Well, next thing there's people trying to be on. I'm going, I'm fine. I've just fainted. I just need some things. Well, all hell let loose. Because this is not good publicity for Disney to have someone, collapse. I think so. Well, out of nowhere, we're these two like paramedics appeared. Well, it's Disney paramedics, and I mean they're dotted all over. They got this wonderful tunnel system underneath, so people can pop up left, right, and centre. So and so they pick, and I said, well, where's my kids? Where's my kids? And they sort of pulled me over to the side because they carried on, Tweedledum and Tweedledee. And I go, where's Henry? Where's Henry? And they went, oh, that. Well, because we were by the Magic Castle. Now Anna will have to correct me, okay? But I have a feeling it's Cinderella. And I went, oh, where's the kids? Where's the kids? Because I suddenly realised my kids aren't with me. And they go, it's okay, ma'am. They're over there in the shade, and Cinderella has come out to meet them. I mean, they're bloody brilliant, Disney. And what have they done? Because I'm going, oh, my kids, my kids. Disney are amazing. They yanked Cinderella, who'd just done a show, yanked her out, and I'm pretty sure it was Cinderella. Like I said, Henry and Anna will correct me. It was or it was Belle, or, it was one of the princesses. And so they had Henry and Anna in the shade, and she was talking to them. So Anna's going, I'm meeting some really excited, 6-year-old, completely, I think, oblivious. Henry's going, Mum making an exhibition of herself. So I said, look, I'll be fine. I said, and there were some washrooms there. And so I said, I just need to go and get some water and stuff. So this lady comes in and she goes, well, I need to keep an eye on you in case you. I said, no, I'll be fine. So they then said, because it was really, really hot. I mean, we're talking about 90s. I mean, it was really hot. And so they said, well, ma'am, we're a little bit concerned about you. And I said, well, all I need is a cup of coffee and a whole load of sugar and I'll be fine. So they said, but I'll tell you what. So Henry and Anna were entertained by Cinderella or whichever princess it was. So they said, right, we need to take you into the medical centre because it's nice and cool there and you need to cool down because they said, you're very hot and you're still looking pale. So, and they said, we'll give you some water and a cup of English tea for you. I went, okay. So they whipped me off, Henry and Anna, to the medical centre. Oh, it's beautifully cool in there. And it was so lovely and it was so nice. So I'm there and they go, well, we're sorry, ma'am, because it's so hot out there. We can't let you go out because you've just fainted. So we need to keep you here for at least an hour. And I went, what? I'm here at Disney with the kids. And they go, how are you with? And I went, no, I'm on my own. It's just me and Henry and Anna. Don't worry, we're just getting someone down to help you. Okay. So about 10 minutes later, they gave us all drinks and something to eat. It was superb. They looked after us really well, and they kept taking my temperature. And they go, "You're too hot," and I kept sort of going, "Oh, I'm going to faint again." And I said, "I just give me some glucose. I'll be fine. Bring me coffee with loads of sugar in." So this lovely lady dressed in safari outfit, her name I believe was Ursula, and she comes along, hello, Disney, my name's Ursula. Okay. I'm going to take the two kids off for you for a couple of hours. Sorry. Because you need to stay here. We're very worried because it's very hot out there and we don't want you fainting again. And so Ursula said, Uncle, well, bloody hell, excuse my French. I don't know what they got up to. They were queue jumped. Ursula took them to the front of all the queues, and then the only thing I missed, which I'm really gutted to this day, because they had the parade, and I was kept in it because it was so hot. But they took Henry and Anna all in the shade. They took them all to the rides, put them on first on the front of the queue, jumped all the rides, so they didn't have to queue. They had special passes, and then when the parade came, they got given VIP seating in the shade. But that's the only thing I regret because I missed Anna's reaction to seeing the parade go by. So that's the only thing I do regret. But but they were treated like a prince and princess. Disney, I really couldn't fault them. They because I thought, hang on, this is a complete stranger. I never met them. This is Disney, and they're taking my two kids off. They had a fantastic time. I think they bought drinks and ice cream and food, and I mean they were well looked after. So goodness, and to this day I still don't know what happened. I'll have to talk to them and ask them if they can remember. They then, after the parade, they then bring them back to me and they go, right, I'm sorry, Mrs. King, we're going to have to throw you out because it's like 101 out there. And they said there are people dropping like flies. And they were just bringing people in one after another. People were fainting, get dizzy because it was so hot. So they said, well, we need the bed now. You feel, oh, I'm feeling fine. So what they then said, right, we can't let you go out in the sun. So they said, we gave you a pass because Anna wanted to meet all the princesses, Snow White and things. So they had, I mean, it's all changed now. It's all different, but this is when we were there 18 years ago or 16 years ago. And they had right down the bottom end of Disney, they had like a big top area. And you go into it, or you went into it, and you had 3 choices. And one choice, you could go in and queue up and see the Disney. And the other choice, you could go in and see Winnie the Pooh and, the Disney princesses. The other one, you went in and saw Winnie the Pooh and Tigger. And the other one, you saw Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse and Pluto, whatever. They gave us a pass that we could queue jump the queue and go straight in, and we could see all of them. And so they showed us how to go there in the shade, the path to go. So you didn't, and this is where you got to go, and all the sneaky back ways to the shed, and that's where you got to go because we need you out in the sun because everyone was dropping, and they were queuing up to bring them into the medical centre. It was so hot. And because people had just been standing in this boiling heat, I mean, I think the poor characters must have been dying in their costumes. So we make our way, and Henry and Anna, well, especially Anna's still on a high because they just had this fun time. They'd been on all these rides, so they didn't have to queue. They'd seen the parade, and they'd had this VIP seating, and they'd been fed. Goodness knows what they'd been fed. I was hoping and praying they weren't going to be sick. Because you see all these big fat kids eating all these, drinking these big gallons of Coke and these ice creams and things. I think, oh my God, what junk food have they just fed my children? Because I wasn't there to watch, because it is just junk food. So we make our way down and we give them this pass, and we queue jump and we get to see now things. Now Anna's, I'm going to break Anna's bubble here. Okay. When you're queuing up to see the princesses, because when you meet Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and Tigger and stuff, they don't talk. Well, I believe they do now, but in those days they didn't talk. The only people who would talk would be like the princesses or the princes or Pocahontas, people who haven't got a costume. If they got a costume, full costume on, like a facial one like Mickey Mouse, they would not talk. But if they were like a princess, they would talk to you. And when you met Mary Poppins, she was so much. And we met Alice in Wonderland. Oh my God, Alice in Wonderland was one of the best actresses I'd ever seen. I mean, they really throw themselves into the gutter. So we queue up, and there's the 3 princesses, the one in yellow, Snow White, and I can't remember who the other were, there were the 3, but Snow White was Anna's favourite. So what you do is the kids are queuing up and the parents are there, and they've got people, you can go one at a time, and and they introduce you to the princess, and you get your photograph done, and then you got a photo album, and the princess writes, Cinderella or Belle or Snow White, and but it's very clever because the kids don't realise that the people are taking you up and down. They say to the parents, "What's their name?" And you go, "Where are you from?" So you sort of tell them, but the kids are so excited they don't realise there's an adult conversation going on behind. So then the guy goes up front and he says to Snow White and go, right, the next people you're going to see are blah, blah. So Anna comes up. I mean, she's so excited because Snow White, I mean, I talk about crying. I very rarely cry. Anna is ecstatic. And she's going to meet Snow White. She's going to meet Snow White. Well, when you've got a 6-year-old, this is Snow White, okay? Not someone dressed up. No, it's not this is Snow White. And oh my goodness, she's doing all the characteristics, the talking, the voice, everything. This is Snow White. And so Anna walks, and she goes, "Oh, and you must be Anna, who's come all the way from England." Oh my God, that was it. How did she know my name? How did she know I'm from England? Snow White, Snow White. Oh, I'm so glad you come. And Anna, you're my favourite. And she goes, oh, I'm so pleased you come all the way from England to see me, Anna. I'm so glad. And then she goes, and Anna's going, Snow White. So she goes, shall I sign your autograph book, Super? And then she goes, and she's got all her red lipstick. So she says, because you've come such a long way, Anna, to see me. And Anna's going, she knows my name, she knows my name, she knows I'm from England. So she gets her thing and she puts a beautiful kiss on the autograph book. Well, that did it for Anna. I mean, she'd met Snow White, and Snow White knew her name, knew that she was from England. She'd come all from yesterday from England. She'd only been here 24 hours. Well, I said, well, she's a princess. Of course she knows. She's magic. Oh, God. I mean, that was so magical. That was so magic. I still remember that to the day. So I've just broken Anna's bubble. She listens this back. She's now Cinderella. So Snow White knew who she was. It's so, but it's brilliant. It's brilliant. And then we went off and we saw, met Mickey Mouse and, and Winnie the Pooh and Tigger and got all the photos and things. And then we made our way out and then we said, right, let's go and do, because it was cooling down a bit, so let's go and do some rides and things. But that was the end of our first day. So a little tip, there's two wonderful tips. If you're ever going to collapse and faint in Disney, it's brilliant. They look after you. And if you're a single parent, they whip your kids off. And they had such a fantastic time. I don't even know whether I to this day, I should have written them a letter and said thank you. Because they gave Henry and Anna such a magical time that it was brilliant. And me, I was in the medical centre with these gorgeous young American medics. I was in my element. Everything I wanted, they couldn't do enough for me. So I loved it as well. So it's a triple wham bang all round. So that's why we love Disney. So that's our first story of what happened when we arrived in America. Oh God, gets worse. And then when we left, we had to try and find the car, and then we had to try and find the hotel. But that's another story. Okay. Cards for the collective for today. Slurp of tea. God, memories. Memories. Okay, card for the collective. Card for the collective. Oh, nature. Sure, we've had this before. It keeps coming up. I think we've got sunlight on it. Nature. We need to get out and do some walking in the nature and hug some trees. Get some fresh air. Get some sun on our skins. Yeah, I know we're meant to wear sun cream lotion because you don't want to get skin cancer. But a bit of vitamin D. We don't have enough vitamin D in this country because we're not going out enough. So this is reminding us all that even though we're shut down and shut inside, if you've got a garden, go out in your garden, get some sunshine. If you've got a park nearby, you're allowed to go out and do an hour's exercise. Get some sunshine, get some vitamin D into you. So that's your nature card today. Here you go. I keep having that. I'm kind of message received loud and clear. In this card, there's water, there's flowers, so things are going to blossom, going to improve, because there's light at the end in the background. So there is going to be light at the end of the tunnel. There is going to be an end to it. But life will never be the same again. And remember, we're living through history. In 150 years' time, the kids will be doing their history lessons and they go, oh, there was this coronavirus. We're living through history. What an amazing thought. Hey. And life has changed. It will be completely changed now. It's never going to be how it was beforehand. So massive change. Oh, there's some deep thinking there. Need to meditate on it. Right, talking about meditating, I'm going to finish now because I haven't done my morning meditation yet. Well, I have done my morning grounding and protection meditation, which only takes a couple of minutes. And as you can see, I didn't go back to sleep like I normally do. But I haven't done my major big meditation yet this morning, so I'm going to go off and do that. Finish my tea, eat my popcorn, go and do my meditating, go and have my bath and get dressed, and then work on my business. Okay, so today's Saturday. Have a super day, and hopefully catch you all tomorrow. Love you all. Have an amazing Saturday. Love you. Bye. Gormless is like, oh, come on, turn this off. Bye. Love you.